Hi, my name is Jessica Costa and I am 20 years old. If you can tell, I'm not from here, I'm from another place. English is my second language, and I hate being or doing this kind of assignments because I don't have control of anything that is going on. I don't really know what am I going to talk about. Professor said that we were supposed to share like a story or just be here, so that's what I did. I just pressed record, and I'm so afraid of just making mistakes. I hate knowing that I'm not turning a good job or assignment. And but at the same time, it's funny how I feel more confident speaking in English than speaking Spanish. And that kind of guides me to the place where I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I have more grace for myself in English than in Spanish, because in Spanish people have the expectation that I will have a good perfect grammar, or I will use the right words because that's where I grew up. But in English, people know that English is my second language, so somehow they have more grace, or they just kind of understand that I'm going to make mistakes, that sometimes I'm going to talk in past when I'm supposed to talk in present, or my pronunciation is going to be wrong, but that's fine. But what God has been telling me is, why do you just have compassion or grace to yourself in one part of your life and not in your entire life? And that's hard to answer, because we often have this expectation of, just because I know something, I can't make mistakes. Just if I know about the Bible, I'm supposed to know it the right way. Or if I'm going to turn in this assignment, I'm supposed to know everything about it, every single detail. Or just the way we look sometimes. Just because I have been living with my face, I have to... Okay, that's wrong. I didn't want to go that way. I just feel like I don't have a lot of grace with myself, and I don't love myself very well. And it's not that I want to be the victim, but I know that somehow people can be in that same place. Not with the same things, but yes, with different areas in their lives, when they try to fulfill an expectation that they put in themselves. And if I have the chance to talk about that, I want to encourage people to not do that, including myself. To understand and just give God a chance to show you the way He loves you now, not who you were before you made that mistake, or not in the future when you're going to become that person, when you're going to be in ministry or just working where He wants you to work in the future, but like right now in your vulnerability, in the places where you make so many mistakes, in the places where you still learning, where you still crawling, where you still chasing that calling that God gave you. I want to encourage people to just live there now as if that was their last day. And that's something cliche to say, oh yeah, I'm going to live my life like the best today. But we forget. Like right now it's Death Week, and we just live assignment by assignment. But what happens in the middle of those assignments? For example, last weekend, a bee stung me, here over. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, my eyes were like little moons, and it was really bad. And I was chasing um an assignment. I don't know the word. Okay, I was just like, okay, I have to have this done and everything. But that's a story that happened in the between that now I can share. And that was like a big deal. But I wonder what little stories we are ignoring, because we can't focus on that. That's a waste of time. We are craving those stories that will change our lives and everything, but sometimes those little stories are the ones that we are meant to live and learn. And sometimes those little stories are the ones that have to be heard, not by a crowd or just people, but sometimes for yourself. Sometimes in those little stories you're going to see the people that truly love you, the people that truly are there for you. Sometimes you're just going to see how God is in the little details. How if you pray, how if you ask God to find you in those little days, you will see him everywhere. Why? Because God does care for your future, but he cares so much the same way, in the same power for your now, this stage of preparation and making mistakes and everything. God does love you, and God does love me. So that's my talk. Be who you are and truly live it. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be yet where you think you have to be. Sometimes walking this way is going to be the only way that you're going to be over there. And some of the biggest lessons come from the now, the present. Talk to yourself, see what is inside you, and speak that over your life. Speak love over your life. Speak God's character over your life. Thank you so much for watching.